Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Rini Dwi Asi, and now I would like to present about English Instructional Materials for the Integrated Islamic Elementary School by Melati Sri Utami, Endang Fauziati, and Dewi Rohsantiningsi. Journal of Teaching and Learning English in Multicultural Context, Volume 3, Number 2, 2019. The contents are introduction, research problem, finding and discussion, and the last is conclusion. Teaching English as a foreign language to the young learners in primary level has important role because the English teacher have to understand much more about young learners, include of choosing teaching methods and technique, also material and media based on the student ability, need, and interest. Integrated Islamic curriculum as one of the educational program has a strategic role in shaping, building, fostering, and directing students into complete human being with character and positive personality, understanding themselves, skilled, and able to work together with others. Instructional materials generally serve as the basis of much of the language input that the learners receive and the language practice that occur in the classroom. Richard, 2001. According to Okubue, 2000, instructional materials in teaching could be classified into visual materials such as textbook, newspaper, audio materials such as cassette tape recording, teacher voice, audiovisual materials such as video recording, film, two-dimensional instructional materials such as graph, chart, poster, comic, and cartoon. The participant of the study consists of 7 English teachers from some different Islamic elementary schools in area of Central Java, Indonesia, which are used the basis of integrated Islamic curriculum. The data of this result will be taken from the questionnaire and interview. In questionnaire method, researcher distributes a link that can be accessed by the participant. The questionnaire is divided into 4 sections. The first focusing on respondents' background information. The second, type of instructional material used in teaching English. The third, impact of the instructional materials. And the last, influential factor for the teacher in implementing instructional materials for English language teaching at the integrated Islamic elementary school. In the questionnaire, the respondents were asked to assess the impact about using instructional material in teaching English on a 4-point Likert scale by indicating the extent to which they agreed with its statement using S. D. Strongly disagree, D. Disagree, A. Agree, S. A. Strongly agree. This problem. The first is kind of instructional materials generally used by the teacher at integrated Islamic elementary school. The second, impact of using instructional material for English language teaching at integrated Islamic elementary school. And the last is problems or challenge in implementing and using instructional material and the way of English teachers solve the problem in teaching English to young learners at the integrated Islamic school. Finding and discussion. I show you the table. Table 1 is the type of instructional material generally used by the English teacher. The dominant type of instructional material used by the 7 English teachers is visual material. However, the most dominant kind of visual material used by the teacher is textbooks. In addition, it is shown on the table that the 7 English teachers also select the teacher's voice to be the other dominant kind of audio materials. Table 2. Table 2 is the percentage impact of using instructional material in teaching English to young learners. There are 5 English teachers who agree that the instructional material can help to get young learners' attention. There are 6 English teachers who agree that the instructional material provides visual aspect to the learning process. There are 4 English teachers who strongly agree that the instructional material can be the focus attention of learner. There are 3 English teachers who agree that the instructional materials facilitate the student and classroom activity. There are 2 English teachers who strongly agree that the instructional materials can provide a large number of experience for the learners. And there are 6 English teachers who agree that the instructional material can give stimulant to the young learners in English language teachings. Generally, the challenges come from the students who have less interest on English subject and less understanding to the certain materials. Moreover, the other challenges come when the teaching materials are difficult to be delivered and explained to the young learners. Further, the classroom condition also give impact to the implementation of the instructional material. The way how the English teacher cope the challenge may include the first, make the study contract for both teacher and student. The second, give special attention to the students who have different understanding to others. The third, motivate the student by inserting the media. The last, use the practical learning to get students more understand. Conclusion. This study indicates that there are kind of instructional materials generally used by the English teacher in teaching English to the young learners at the integrated Islamic schools such as the visual material, audio materials, audio-visual materials, two-dimensional materials. There are some impact of using instructional materials in teaching English to the young learners that can be considered by the English teachers such as gain student focus and attention, facilitate and stimulate the learners, also provide a visual aspect to give the student many experience in learning. In order to face the challenge, some English teachers have made some preparation, such as making study contract, inserting media, and giving special attention. Thank you for listening. That's all for me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.